What's up guys, welcome back. So today's video is super focused on getting really glowy, kind of glass-like looking skin. I was getting ready for a brunch yesterday with Ole Henriksen for the launch of their new Banana Bright Face Primer, which this video is actually in collaboration with Ole Henriksen. Basically, I just did the exact same makeup for the event yesterday. I wanted it to be really glowy and skin-like because it was a skincare event. I couldn't really rock up looking like, do you see Kasey Rayton's makeup? I've definitely styled this video around the concept of getting ready for like work or school or something like that. It's focused on like little tips and tricks that I use every day that help me do my makeup a little bit quicker, ways that I multitask, and just like little things here and there that I think really amp up your look. People will want to talk to you in the office, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, where the fuck is Janet? She was looking awesome tonight. You're getting erased, Janet. I know some workplaces are a little bit funny about how much makeup you wear, so it just depends where you work or whatever, but I feel like it's really versatile because you can just, you know, follow this base kind of style, and then add in eyeshadow or lashes or lips or whatever you want to do to amp up the look. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell down below if you are subscribed, and that way you guys will see all of my notifications anytime I'm uploading a video. But yeah, we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna show you how to glow. So we are going to jump into my skin now. Obviously I've already prepped my skin, and it's really good at the moment. Like my skin is like the best it's ever been. I'm just waiting for it to get mad at me again, but so far things are going really well. I will share with you guys my skincare routine in an upcoming video if you would like to see that. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments. I can even share it on Instagram sooner for you guys. But I did just prep my skin this morning with the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream and the Transformation Moisturizer. I really like these for sensitive skin because they don't irritate it and they don't mess with my makeup. They do their job and they let me do my job. You know what I mean? They don't fucks with anything I'm trying to do. So I think the most important thing to remember when it comes to wanting to have like that really beautiful glowy glass looking skin is to look after your skin. I know it's so hard as someone with sensitive skin, it can be an absolute nightmare, but it's just so important to find a skincare routine or go and get facials or something like that that can really help resurface your skin and look after it so you do have that beautiful base for when you go in with those glowy products, and your makeup is just going to sit 1,000 times better. But this is the main dude of the show today, my main squeeze. Literally, he has vitamin C in him. What a catch. This is the Banana Bright Face Primer from Ole Henriksen. This is from their Truth range. So if you guys have seen before their Banana Bright Eye Cream, which is what I've used today, my favorite eye cream because it doesn't mess with my makeup or my concealer. It's literally just a beautiful base and really helps to brighten your eyes and just keep the under eye area really plump. And that's the same kind of deal with this guy. So he's really going to brighten your skin, and it's inspired by banana powder, which is really cool. So Ole really wanted to embody the kind of like what banana powder is, how it like brings brightness and life and just like dimension to the skin. So basically this looks exactly like the eye cream looks, which I will show you guys. They're very similar. This is a new eye cream, by the way. Fresh. I actually like to use 2 pumps because I'm just a bit much like that. What you want to do is glide it onto your skin and not really rub it in because it kind of has like illuminating particles. So you just want to do like a really gentle swooshing. Swiping or swiping? Yes, swiper, we want you to swipe for once. Oh man! It just makes you look so dewy and hydrated. This is literally like not mattifying at all, and it's not like greasy. It's literally just gives you the most beautiful hydrated glow. Look at that there. What? So this is perfect if you're getting ready for work or you have an event. It's just going to give you a really beautiful, brightened base, so that when you go in with your makeup, you're just going to look like you're glowing from the inside out. So there's a couple of different ways you can wear this. You can just do it on its own and, you know, it's one and done, beautiful. I've been really liking doing this just for every day when I'm just running around doing errands, going grocery shopping, just doing like, you know, little things here and there when I don't want to wear makeup. And then the other way you can wear it is obviously under makeup, which is what I'm going to do today. And you can also mix it in with your foundation as well. So I am going to be doing that and mixing it with my L'Oreal Pro Glow, which I thought would be perfect for this video because Pro Glow is such a glowy and beautiful natural looking foundation, and plus it's drugstore, it's so cheap. Really don't want too much. I don't really want like a full crazy coverage today. It's not really the point of this video. What we really want is just to focus on the glow and, you know, just keeping your skin looking natural and beautiful and dewy and just, oh, I get a message. So because this is a pretty full coverage foundation, by adding in the primer, you're just adding so much glow and just kind of diluting that full coverageness. Wow, I sound like a scientist. And then any areas that I need a little bit extra coverage, I'll just take the foundation with none of the primer and just focus it in those areas. So I just zoomed you guys in so you could see my skin closer up. I don't know why I didn't zoom in before, I just forgot. But this is what my skin's looking like. It just looks so good. Like, you could just stop here. Now, time for concealer. Honestly, concealer is just the light-giving lamp in the living room of my life, I tell you now. I've been loving this one from Too Faced. This is their multi-use sculpting concealer. So I don't like to use too much. I mean, that looks like a lot. So this is the shade Almond, which is quite light, but I do like, you know, a bit of a brightening effect. And then I like to go in with the shade, I think this is Golden Beige, yeah. And I like to just mix a little bit of this in, just so it's not too light, you know what I mean? Because I don't have like my exact shade that I like to use. And plus I just really love mixing products, and that's a big thing that I can, you know, recommend to you guys as well. Is this is even great as a foundation itself. So if you just want a concealer and foundation all in one, definitely recommend this. I love to let my concealer sit underneath my eyes. You guys know I feel like it just dries down a little bit more, becomes more full coverage, and it doesn't end up blending down half your face. I don't really love that look anymore. I used to go pretty ham with it, but now I love to keep the concealer right where my dark circles are. So by applying it there, letting it dry, it literally will just stay there when you blend it out. You can just kind of make the edges more blurred and seamless, but it'll stay where you put it. I love doing this when I don't have a lot of time to get ready, because you can kind of just do, you know, a few steps in one go, and it just makes it so much quicker. It's like multitasking, you know. This is the Benefit Browvo primer. I love this. You guys know I'm obsessed. All I use is Benefit brow products. I can't be bothered to use any others. Brow products really aren't that exciting to me. When I find what works, I'm like, yes, you're in. There's a wall now. You can't get past it. Products cannot penetrate this brow wall. It's an impenetrable force. It just sticks your hairs up. And if you're someone like me who doesn't have, you know, a lot of brow to work with, this is awesome for making them look really hairy and fluffy, and such a good trick as well when you're going to work or you don't have a lot of time to do your makeup. I think having a really nice pair of brows on your face makes you look so put together. I'm jumping in now with the Precisely My Brow in 3.5. I've been loving this shade at the moment, especially because I've gone a little bit, not really darker, but like I'm letting my roots grow out of my hair, and I've gone a bit warmer with the tone. And all I'm doing is just literally doing hair-like strokes, filling in the brows when necessary. So this is like a really good product when you don't have time. Like, those two together will literally transform your brows and just make them look so full and thick, and like you haven't really touched them. They just look naturally like great. And then this step is like totally optional, but you know, I like to do it because I'm extra. It doesn't take much time at all. Just jumping in with, oh no, get off my face. But this is just the Gimme Brow in the shade number 3. I feel like it just adds, you know, it's kind of got like little fibers in it, so they cling to your brow hairs, makes it look so much fluffier. And if you're going for like that bushy eyebrow kind of statement brow effect, I feel like it's perfect. We're going to blend out the concealer now. You guys can see how it's kind of blurring out the edges, but it's staying where I placed it. I try not to go over the actual dark circle too much and press too hard. I'm literally just trying to tap out the edges. Such a good concealer. So you can see that literally took like not even a minute to blend out the under eyes, and your base is, you know, pretty much done cream wise. We're just gonna jump in with some powder. And this is just the Too Faced Born This Way powder. This is my favorite translucent powder at the moment. So because it is so finely milled, you can use it around your eyes. It's not too heavy. and it's not going to mess up the complexion of your skin. I think less is more as well. You don't want to go in with too much. You know, kind of focus on the areas where you do tend to get a little bit oily, maybe areas of your face that you tend to touch a little bit more throughout the day. I'm just doing a really light dusting to the skin. I know this seems like long and like it's a lot of steps so far, but it's really not, especially when you're like in the zone and just, you know, going for gold. You're like, I've got to get to work, I'm in a rush. You go really fast. It's amazing how fast we can be at our makeup when we have a time restraint. So the next thing I love to do is go in with a little bit of Fix Plus just to take the powderiness off the skin, because we do have that really beautiful glow from the primer and the foundation. We don't want to lose that. It's really going to help melt your powder and your foundation together and look a bit more like skin. So I like to do Fix Plus in between like most of my powder steps. Sometimes I forget, but you know, I remembered today. That's the main thing. So this video is all about, you know, little tips and tricks for getting your makeup done quicker when you have work, and just, you know, like multi-use kind of products. So my next favorite thing that I want to show you guys, I've been obsessed with this. This is the Becca, Chloe and Malika BFFs palette. It's just a little face palette, so you have a bronzer, you've got two shimmery, beautiful glowing blushes, and then you've got a highlighter as well. So I'm going to jump in with the bronzer first. So you can kind of contour and bronze with this, but we're mainly just going to focus on having a diffused contoury kind of bronze glow to the face, and just kind of bring it onto the apples of the cheeks a little bit, and you know, just start kind of lifting the face and bringing that glow into the skin. I feel like bronzer is a really quick kind of way to look like you put a lot more effort into your foundation. Plus it stops you looking like a moonhead, which, you know, don't we all love that? No one wants to be a moonhead. Just whatever's left over on my brush down like this. And then I'm going to do underneath my jaw as well. I love doing this just for a little bit of an angle. Hey, another little trick I love to do is just whatever bronzer is left on my brush, I literally, like when I'm getting ready for something, I'm like going ham, but I just love to take it onto my chest. So quick to do depending on what top you're wearing. If you're wearing a t-shirt, don't bloody worry, but nearly dropped my brush. And then I always love to put a bit of bronzer on my nose and my chin, and like you guys can see, this is just a really natural looking bronzer. It's stunning. I love it so much. Such a quick little easy step to add more color and life to your face. And then we're going to jump in with a bit of the blush, which is why I love this palette. I'm just going to take a bit of a mix of like both the blushes. Everything you need to, you know, finish off your look is right there for you. You don't have to dip into anything else. It's just such a good staple makeup product for people who are just like on the go, and you know, you don't want to stuff around with like 5 different compacts just to get some color into your skin. Sometimes I also use the same brushes, like I would go in with that same bronzer brush and then just dip into the blush and get it on my skin, because it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? Everything's going to mix together anyway, and as long as you don't have a shitload of product on your brush, it's going to look so beautiful and natural on your skin. And then whatever's left over of that blush, I kind of just tap it around my face. And then I'm going to jump in with this highlight. I love this brush, you guys. I've used it before, but I didn't really notice, like, I didn't really get it. I was like, why can't I see it going on my face? And then I used it yesterday when I did this makeup routine, because this has been like my go-to lately. And it just, the way it deposits highlight on your skin is just like insane. Like it's such a diffused application, because it's kind of a duo fiber brush. Literally just looks like skin. You can't tell where the highlight starts and stops. It's honestly like absolutely stunning. I don't know if you guys can see, because I can't see. Can you see? This one is from Pat McGrath. It's probably like hella expensive. It was sent to me in PR, so I'm very lucky, very grateful for that. And you can probably get something really similar from like Sigma or something. Whatever is left over, I just take it on my collarbones really quick, and a little bit on here. And like I know this seems like a lot of steps, but it really isn't. Like it's so quick to do this in the mornings, and like you can cut out any bit. So because I have finished with like all the powder products now, I'm going to go back in with my Fix Plus. And it just really keeps that glow. Like, look at the skin, it just looks so natural. We're gonna do a little bit of something to the eyes, nothing crazy though. You don't have to do this if you're someone who doesn't like wearing eyeshadow or anything like that on an everyday kind of basis. Totally skip this step. All I'm gonna do is take that bronzer from the Becca palette, load my brush up, and I'm going to sweep this across my lid. I'm obsessed with people that have like a naturally brown kind of eyelid, as weird as that is. Like, I always say this, but Carly Bible's eyelid colour just has a natural eyeshadowy tint to it, like as if she's got bronzer on it, and it's so pretty. It makes your eyes pop and just adds a little bit of definition to them. So kind of just focus the colour in the crease and just swish it all over the eyelid just to get a little bit of colour. And I'm also going to do the same on the lower lash line as well, just with the same brush, because we want this to be really quick and easy to do. And you can literally just do this step while you're doing your bronzer as well. And because it is a bronzer, it blends out so easily. Like, it's a lot easier to blend than eyeshadow. It's kind of already blended for you. That's the difference between the two eyes. So this one's the one with the stuff on it, and this one's got none. I don't know if you guys can like see a difference. I can. I feel like it just opens my eyes up a bit more and just makes them look a little bit more alive. It just blends in, like your eyes blend with your cheeks and the glow and just everything about the skin. All I'm going to do now is curl my eyelashes. I have dead straight eyelashes. They are a nightmare. If you guys struggle to curl your lashes like I do, a little trick that I love to do, which I'm going to go and do off camera, is heat up my eyelash curler. I know it sounds weird, but just literally get a hairdryer or your hair straightener and just hold the clamps over the tip, or just like, you know, lightly blow dry it. Don't touch the rubber part, you will melt it. Hold it for like 10 seconds, then just touch it with your fingers, make sure it's not too hot to put on your eye, and then hold and curl your lashes in 3 spots. So curl at the root, then curl halfway, and then curl the tips, and you will literally get such a lovely curl and like lift and hold. I love that tip. I can't do it in here because I don't have a PowerPoint like right next to me. You just don't want it to be too hot because you will sizzle them off. So yeah, just a little bit of heat actually like works wonders, and it's a trick that I've been doing for absolutely years anytime that I'm not wearing eyelashes. So I'm gonna go and do that now. So I've just quickly curled my lashes off camera, doing like my little heat trick. So I don't know if you guys can tell. They're just like so much more lifted. This is the Great Lash Mascara from Maybelline, the waterproof one. If you have really dead straight lashes like I do, waterproof is the only thing that's going to hold them in place all day. So I just recommend investing in one that works for you. This one is like the strongest one that I've used in my opinion. And I've literally used it since I was a teenager, and it was like my favorite thing for getting my lashes to stay up. I remember when I first started my channel and I was still in uni, this is like all I would use because I just was really bad at putting fake lashes on. And the thing is, the drier the formula gets, the better. You don't really want a really wet mascara when you're trying to get your lashes to hold, because it's just going to drag them down. So I like to kind of do the tips and mid-lengths first, and then I go through and do the roots. I always get it on my eyelids, like no matter what I do. If I get it on my lids, I just try and take a spoolie and scratch it off before it sets, because it is waterproof, so it's really hard to remove. And then if I get any weird bits sticking together, like this eyelash over here is being really difficult, I just take a little spoolie with nothing on it and I brush my lashes. That is pretty much my eyes. This is typically like where I would leave it and then just do my lips on an everyday kind of basis, and I feel like this looks so natural. But because I am taking some photos today, I am just going to jump off camera and put some falsies on, just so I don't have to do it later on, because I have so much I have to do today, and I just feel like falsies pop more in photos. If some of you have time in the mornings to put on false lashes, or if you're really quick at it, that's so good, but on an everyday basis I definitely don't do that because I'm so slow. So these are the lashes I decided to wear today. I feel like they're so big and fluttery, but they kind of look like natural lashes. Like, you're still like, oh, you're wearing false lashes, but it's almost like, are they extensions? Are they lashes? Like, they're really pretty, thin and sparse, nice and long, fluttery, you know what I mean? Like, it's more of a natural kind of lash. So it's perfect for every day if you guys have time to, you know, add some lashes before you go to work. These are the Nakia Joy April lashes. They come in a little box like this. Nakia is a very good friend of mine, so I love those lashes. Like, she sent me a whole bunch recently. Haven't tried out any of her other ones, I've just been using these because they were the most natural that she sent over. And you guys know I'm obsessed with the 776s from Ardell, I think that's them. Yeah, Ardell have some really beautiful Remy lashes they just came out with. If you don't want to do lips, you know, that's fine, don't do lips, but I need some lips. So I recently saw a video from Desi where the way she overlines her top lip is she just goes straight across of her Cupid's bow. So I usually just take a nude pencil, one that's a little bit darker than my lips. So the only spot I overdraw is just like that Cupid's bow area. I'm going to use this Tarte Pink Sands little lippy. It's got a little turtle on it. Save the turtles. I haven't used this yet, but I thought it would just be like the perfect color. You guys know I've been obsessed with the Nude by Nature No. 2 nude lipstick. I love that one, but I can't use it in every single video. I keep wanting to. This one's so weird. It's like matte, but not matte. Definitely not my favorite. Okay, that's just a little bit too light and matte for me, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Too Faced Pure Peach lip oil. All I'll do now, depending on how dry or how oily I am, is I'll go back in with Fix Plus, or I'll go in with my setting spray. So I really like the Kat Von D Lock-It one, or you can use the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. I find they're both really good. I just really like the mister on this one. I'll show you guys because it's like really soft. It kind of just locks everything in for the rest of the day, so you don't need to keep powdering your face. You know, just one big spritz of setting spray and you're good to go. I'm going to remove these little things now. Hopefully they're not too kinky. Look at that. Barely any kinkage. So that's everything for this video, you guys. This is my go-to look recently. I love how the skin looks. It just looks so fresh and flawless. You're still wearing makeup, but it's honestly so thin and lightweight and so glowy that it just looks like skin. Like, it's just my favorite way to do makeup at the moment, and I think it's such a flawless blank kind of canvas for any eyeshadow looks or any lipsticks that you want to add. So you can really just customize it however you want. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification button. That way you guys won't miss any of my uploads, and I will see you guys in my next video.